everybody. This is Izzy from TV21, and you're listening to the Teen Speak Out podcast, the show that gets the thoughts and feelings from students around the Toms River District. Today, we're talking about the school aid policy. We had the chance to travel around High School East and get some opinions. Here is a look at what some of our classmates said. Hi, my name is Isaiah Singleton with Megan Schwegler, and today we're going around asking students and staff their opinions on the late policy. What are your thoughts on the school late policy?
I think it's meant to be fair, but I don't think it's fair, because especially when it's raining, all them cars are backed up.
Yeah.
I don't know. They should change it a little bit.
Thank you.
No problem.
What are your thoughts on the school aid policy?
I think it's kind of dumb, and I shouldn't get detention for being 1 minute late 1 day a week.
Thank you. What are your thoughts on the school aid policy?
So, although it may not be super popular with a lot of our students, here at High School East, one of the things that we really strive to do is to help you guys to build good habits. That's one of the reasons why we've instituted the 7 habits of highly effective teens. So if we don't hold you guys accountable to, being here on time, ready to work, then we're just helping you guys to build poor habits. So as a staff, even though it, may seem sometimes like not super fair, we're really just trying to help you guys out in the long run. Because when you guys leave here, you guys are going to have jobs. You guys are going to be held to these standards as well.
Hi, what are your thoughts on the school aid policy?
I feel that it's fair. I think students need to hold themselves up to a high standard, and yeah, that's about it.
Hi, what are your opinions on the late policy?
All right, recently, I've been hearing about the policy. I'm not really liking it. Every time I come to school, the line's always backed up way by the light, you know what I mean? So, they just need to cool down and relax on the, pressing us to get to school. We're trying to get here as fast as we could. We're trying. As seniors, it's kind of hard to get here on time, but we're trying. So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it easy. Just keep it easy 2 times.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hi, what are your thoughts on the school aid policy?
I think that it can kind of be dumb sometimes because people are trying their best to get to school, and sometimes the rain can affect that and other things. So it's not always the best, but I think that it can be tinkered with to make it better.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like the school late policy is fair. I just think we should come to school later. The school day should start later, but when they tell you to come at 7:15, you should come here at 7:15 instead of having 37 lates like Isaiah Singleton.
What are your thoughts on the school late policy?
I think the school late policy is kind of it's kind of whack. I think they could give us a few more minutes to get in because, there's a bunch of kids out stuck on that line. So, yeah, I think it should be 7:20 should be the late.
Thank you. What are your thoughts on the school late policy?
I think the school late policy is a great thing here at High School East. It holds students accountable, makes sure that they arrive here on time to get an education, and I think kids need to understand how important it is to be on time, especially as they get older through life and when they get careers and jobs and they have a future. So I love it.
Thank you. What are your thoughts on the school late policy?
I think the school late policy is pretty fair, nothing extreme, pretty easy to follow. But the only thing I can say is that we do have to get here pretty early, so that could be a problem with the school late policy. But other than that, I have no problem with it.
Thank you. What are your thoughts on the school late policy?
I think the school late policy is pretty fair. Even though I'm at the end of mine, if I'm late again, I'm going to get no credits. But it's pretty fair, I guess. Just make sure you come to school even though it is early, Thanks.
Hi, it's Isaiah Singleton from TR Schools Today with Megan Schwegler. Today we got a bunch of mixed opinions on the school late policy, so it was really good. On the show tonight, me, Megan, and Andrew, who are all 3 juniors at Toms River High School East. Welcome to Teen Speak Out, and thanks for joining us. How do you feel about the school late policy?
The school late policy, I feel like we should be able to get more time. With that line that's outside the door to the late room, it's really just very hectic, and I feel like we need to get more time to get into the classes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion because I've never been late to school, so I've never really experienced what you need to do, if you're late or something.
Would you rather wake up later? in the day? You come to school?
Yeah, actually, I would rather wake up at I'd rather wake up at 7:30 and then get here 8 something and leave here 2 something than getting here at 7:15 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. I like getting out of school early. It's just you have more stuff, time to do stuff after school, and then waking up early. I mean, it's not really an issue for me, so I don't really care that much.
Do you feel the school late policy is fair?
Nah, okay, so the late policy last year I feel like was more fair than it is this year. Like this year, it's you have to get this pink slip signed. Don't know where they got that from. But last year it would just be 10 unexcused absences or 15 unexcused absences, and you would get lunch detention for a day. But this year, if you get 5 unexcused absences, you have to have 2 days of lunch detention. I think that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. I can't really have an opinion on something that I don't know anything about. So I mean,
How do you think you can improve the policy if you could?
I would have one. I would get rid of the pink slips, because that's just so unnecessary. 2, I would probably, if there's a big line out the door and you can see that there's a big line, I wouldn't just give the students 2 minutes to for the line to die down and have a bunch of people be late. I would probably just push the late off till everybody gets a slip to get to class, and then whoever comes in that's their problem.
you gotta give your opinions too, bro. Can't just lie.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how I could make it better if I had option to. I mean, the line outside, I've heard it's kind of crazy. So I mean, if there's some way to turn that down, then they need to do it. But I mean, I don't know. The pink slips, I've heard it's pretty stupid. It's they don't they just call you out of class and make you come bring it in? That's crazy. I don't know. I think it's pretty stupid from what I've heard, but I don't know.
What do you think the consequence should be if you're late?
I feel like the consequences, if you get up to 10 lates like you were last year, I feel like lunch detention is pretty what's the word? Fair, yeah. But for just 5 unexcused absences, there shouldn't really be a punishment. That's just being late 5 times.
Yeah, if you're just late a few times, yeah, it's whatever. But if you're late multiple times, then you obviously need to be punished. It's not just a free pass if you're punished for doing being late one time. But I feel you should have to reason why you're late though.
Yeah.
You can't just come in late with just random reason.
Do you think the main office is understanding when you're late?
Definitely not. Because they're all older and they're all well, if I can get up, you can get up, blah blah blah, and they just I mean they were kids once. I think they understand, but they're definitely not reasonable.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel if they do say that, they kind of have a point. If they're old and they say, if I can get up, you can get up, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. They're probably all miserable and just don't want to be there. So probably not that understanding.
Well, I would like to thank you all for being here today. It was a great hearing all of the different opinions from around our school. Please be sure to tune in to our YouTube channel for more episodes of the show and others. For Teen Speak, out. I am Izzy Singleton.